Today, I got one of the scariest, most disturbing DMs of all time. And sometimes I do get some pretty interesting DMs via Instagram, which is the only social media that I have. If you want to be nice and send me a nice, wholesome message, Instagram is the only way to reach me. Link below. It says, hey, so Frogan made a response to Ethan and said that she was half of the content nuke. I had to turn it off and walk away. I don't blame you guys for having to do this. Anyways, can you please endure the torture and TLDR us? Please. And of course I responded with, I'm gonna do it for y'all. I got you guys. I am the man of the people. If the people want me to talk about X, I'll talk about X. So you guys know me. I've made a few videos about Frogan. I think she's pretty stupid. And am I saying that I am the smartest individual with Stephen Hawking IQ? No. But Frogan, Jesus, she takes it to a whole new level of stupidity. So she made this video. It's a pretty serious thumbnail, all right? I'm a little concerned. It feels like she's going to pop out of my screen, beat me up. Pretty intimidating thumbnail. So I'm gonna tread very carefully. And with that said, let's just get right into it.
My name is Frogan, and this is the first time I'm ever making a solo YouTube video about everything that has happened the last year and a half. I address everything on my podcast, Arabs, which you can find the link below, but today, it's just going to be you and I. I think the content cop was great.
Okay, just with that, I'm dropping a dislike. And I'm sorry to pause this literally 2 seconds in. No, Frogan, the content cop was not good. The only people that think this is a good video, a good content cop, it's the Hasans, the Frogans, the Denims, the, all of those people and people alike. The content cop was not good. And that's not an opinion, it's a fact. If there's anyone out there that genuinely thinks that the content comp was good, you need to seek serious help, because ain't no way you think that was a genuinely good video with genuinely good points.
I think the content cop was great. You know, I feel like Ian approached it in a way that nobody else does. He approached it with empathy, and, it was supposed to make people feel bad for Ethan. One of the main things, especially as content creators, people tend to dehumanize us and forget that we're living normal people just like you.
He did not approach that video with empathy. What are you on about? He legitimately got his biggest enemies, including Denims, the person that encouraged or at least platformed the idea to call CPS. You get Hasan, his former friend and co-host. You get Ian, his former friend. You're getting his biggest enemies in the video to make fun of him, and that's supposed to be empathy from a 35-year-old man like iDubbbz? Is that what empathy is for him? Or did he just discover that at the age of 34, 35? Just as he discovered that saying the N-word is not very epic, but it took him till he was 31 years old to acknowledge that. These people are beyond stupid.
So obviously, with so much pressure on the internet, both on myself, and I'm sure Ethan can relate to this too, it's fucking hell. It's hard to manage. It's hard to deal with. So I feel like Ian approached it in a way that was more so holding a friend accountable and in a softer way, and wanted to generate empathy for Ethan. Other people don't do that. And I've even said this before. I feel like we need to stick to the basics as to why Ethan Klein deserves to be criticized, and that is for being pro-Israel and trying to deplatform pro-Palestinian content creators.
Okay, let's say this is true for a second. Let's just believe her for a second. Then you guys completely failed at your mission. You guys derailed the whole situation into wanting to take his kids away, wanting to scar the kids for life, and on top of that, destroy everything he's built. You guys completely failed at your goal too. This got out of control, and it's all because of you guys. It's all because of Hasan, Denims, and you, and iDubbbz as well. iDubbbz's video was meant to paint Ethan as an insane guy who's crashing out and attacking everyone because he's mad and upset or having a quarter-life crisis, right? When that's not the case. The reason why he's quote-unquote crashing out is because CPS, well, one of the many reasons, right? Is because no one wants to have CPS called on them, especially when they haven't done anything wrong. Let's not forget that they sent Ethan skulls to his house, not one, but two. How is this related to Israel and Palestine? Is that fighting for the good cause? Do you guys want his children to be taken away? Is that supposed to be good? You failed at your goal, because no one's talking about Israel and Palestine in the grand scheme of things when it comes to this drama. They're just talking about the human skulls, the harassment Ethan has been getting, CPS being called, and you guys have no one to blame but yourselves.
I think it's insane to involve his children, and anybody else that really doesn't deserve the criticism. I think Kayla deserves the criticism as well too, because she says some batshit crazy things on the podcast as well. And I've said this, and I'll say it again. If you're spewing pro-Israel propaganda, I'm going to call you out about it. I received a text asking to say something nice about Ethan, and to be honest, I thought about it long and hard because I was like, this man does not deserve anything nice from me. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. Maybe it'll give me some closure. So I wrote a letter to Ethan, and I read it off, and iDubbbz put it in the video, and this was Ethan's reaction to the video.
I bet you would.
I will be reading my letter off because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports for good that I used to watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I remember. You were one of the inspirations for me to start creating content, so all this has stunk. I hope you really hear this, and I wish you the best.
Listen,
Thank you.
Frogan, she's so dumb that you almost can't be even mad at her. Like,
She did wish us the best in the end. It almost felt like the nicest one of them all.
I think she was the only one being genuine,
Yeah.
actually. So I don't want to, whatever, just Frogan, just chill, okay? Just stop being an idiot and I'll stop talking about you. It's really simple math.
She's also by far the smallest creator of the bunch.
Right.
I mean, is it even like cool that he included her? Like, she's just gonna get more shit for being involved.
It's not cool.
And,
on
like,
his
it's
behalf.
not- it's
he
tot-
knows what like this entails.
Yeah, valid response from Ethan. These people love to harass people and mess with them until they get that same energy back, and then they're like, oh, you guys are crazy. Ethan, you're crashing out. You guys throw stones from glass houses.
This part made me laugh because it was very tone deaf, and he's acting like half of his content nuke wasn't about me. Half of the content nuke, the entire ending half, was about me. So if I'm so irrelevant and so uncool to include, why the fuck was I in your goddamn video?
Like, Hasan can handle it, but like Frogan's now just gonna get a pile of shit on top of her that I have no control over because people are watching. Millions of people are watching his video, by the way, and they're reacting to it, and they're not having good reactions.
Not
to
just our audience.
it. Far from our own. Yeah.
I think it's funny that you think me being in the iDubbbz video is what's going to cause this harassment, when in reality, it's you, Ethan. You're acting like you haven't spent the last year and a half doing everything in your power to push people to bully and harass me, including weaponizing propaganda organizations such as the ADL to get me banned off Twitch because I made a joke about you not being able to say Habibi.
Nah, that was valid. I do not care. You deserve to be banned just for your voice alone and for being cringe as fuck. Like, that was pretty cringe. Well, trying to call out someone else for being cringe. But anyways, point stands, okay? Can you please stop pretending like you're an angel? Like you haven't done anything to deserve the criticism? Hold yourself to some accountability, dude. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be banned just because I said this. No. It went beyond that. And we talked about that here on the channel. Many people talked about that here on YouTube. You're just making your drama or your situation so much smaller so you look like the victim. Why am I getting hate? I'm just little Frogan. I'm just chilling.
Ethan claims people are mean to him all the time because they're racist, using his religion as a shield to criticism, as he claims people are doing to me. A lot of the comments I get are about me being a hijabi and me being Muslim, so no. People are not more charitable to me because I wear the hijab, and I wish that was the case.
I have never. They accuse me of doing it. They go, "Oh, Ethan's just targeting Arab and Muslim creators." It's like I have never one time mentioned her hijabi or brought anyone's fucking identity into my criticism of them.
You haven't said anything about me being Muslim directly, but your ideas about Muslims are pretty obvious from what you say.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get through this video, but her voice is so fucking annoying. I'm talking like this, guys. And look at Ethan here. Now, this is yet again her being wrong. I've seen so many times Ethan being discredited just because he's Jewish. Just be like, oh, he's the Jew. He's the Jew boy. He's the Israel guy. His wife is from Israel. Sure, there's people out there that make fun of you for your religion, for what you wear. Yeah, you know, there's always going to be those people. But to pretend like Ethan doesn't get hate or made fun of just because he's Jewish is crazy. Now, am I saying that Ethan is perfect? No. But in this situation, I think he's the better person.
It didn't sound good. We immediately corrected ourselves. You know, that's how mature people do. That's how you.
Yeah,
That's how you're supposed to handle yourself, isn't it? Like, what more do you want me to do?
I have no problem apologizing and admitting and whatever is needed when things happen.
This was in response to people bringing up how Hila said Yoav Gallant was a great guy, even though he's literally a war criminal and pro-genocide. I'm a live streamer as well. I know being live for hours and hours on end, You can misspeak, and that is exactly what happened whenever I said the thing about the U.S. military.
Oh my god. Nah. Stop. Please stop. Okay, I know exactly what she was fucking doing here. Ain't no way. This is just her being like, yeah, Hila said something dumb and then she apologized and misspoke. The same thing happened to me, guys, when I told everyone that I wanted military guys to die and get PTSD forever. Same thing, guys. Same thing. She's just trying to group these two things, these two dumb takes, into one so she looks like the least worst of them. You know what I mean? With Hila, she didn't double down. She apologized, doubled down, and then said, base? It wasn't until your third or fourth apology that you truly did apologize. It is not the same thing. I hope everyone here who's watching this could see right through her fucking lies.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base? Based? Like, am I supposed to be like I'm not walking back being live for hours and hours on end. You can misspeak, and that is exactly what happened whenever I said the thing about the U.S. military. I said it in a way in which I didn't mean, and I also clarified it on Twitter by saying the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific crimes against humanity in the modern era in countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine. Base?
It wasn't until your third or fourth apology that you finally apologized because of the hate you were getting. So stop trying to pretend like it's the same thing. It is not the same thing, Frogan. And if you truly felt that way, then you should have just owned it. But you didn't. You backtrack yet again, and then you cry. And then you compare it to what Hila said when she actually did apologize within 24 hours. Unlike you.
You know, after a year and a half of harassment, it feels very calming that people are actually finally on my side. It's been a nightmare for me.
No one's on your side besides fucking idiots. What are you on about? Okay, I gotta chill. Alenka needs to chill. I know why. She's trying to play the victim and innocent, like she hasn't done anything wrong, and it's just racist people coming after her. Frogan, can you please stop playing the victim and hold yourself accountable for once in your fucking career? And you're trying so hard to get empathy from people because you're this small little content creator, right? And you're being harassed by the big evil H3 with millions of subscribers. Have you not done anything wrong? You don't learn your lesson. You continue to fuck up. And then when things don't go your way, you go crying to Hasan or Ian and like, look, they're being mean to me here. Yeah, so yeah, that was her 12-minute yap. And that was one big ass yappuccino if you ask me. I mean, I don't know what else to say about Frogan. Is it Frogan or Frojan? I think the situation has gone out of control. But I've said what I wanted to say. Fuck Frojan and the rest of the gang. What do you guys think of the situation? And subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications, drop a like, okay? And I'm out. Bye.